Good morning. So, as soon as I wake up, I literally go and make a cup of coffee right away. It's the most important part of my day. And today I actually got my meal prep foods delivered. I ordered from Guiltless Co. in Temecula, California. Hopped straight to work and had a Zoom meeting while I got ready for the day. Always getting ready.
I have the biggest migraine this morning. So, before anything else happens.
I was ready, I got my Advil, and straight back to work, writing up an offer for a buyer on a beautiful home.
So some behind the scenes, I'm about to film my segment for today with Coffee with Holly. I use this ring light and I film right here in this. Hello everyone and welcome to Coffee with Holly. I'm HollandEspolt, aka Homes by Holland, realtor here in the Inland Empire. And I guess it's coffee time. I got my new official mug. Don't mind the broken nail. I haven't had time to go get it fixed. Coffee with Holly. It's a thing. It's official. Oh, okay, so we are jumping in here. That time that I made a mistake, that I regretted something, that I overextended myself. This is a tough one. This is some serious issue, guys. I completely overextended myself for a client. I'll do a little bit of backstory. Won't name the client because that's not fair. But we were a few days away from closing escrow, and we were all of a sudden the lender said, "Well, unless you make this payment, you will not be able to close. We cannot fund the loan. You aren't approved for the loan if this payment isn't made." Why this wasn't told to us way earlier in the transaction, not. So between what he was putting down on the house and his closing cost, he couldn't afford to pay this thing that he needed to pay in order to get approved for the loan. He told me that he had a big contract closing soon, so he would be able to pay it then. But it was like a few weeks, and the sellers didn't have a few weeks. They needed to close or they were going to cancel on us. So I did something that I've never done before and that I won't ever do before, which was gift a large amount of money in order to get the deal done. It ended up being about as much as what my commission was going to be. It was a very expensive house. It was going to be a very large commission. So basically, looking back on it now, I basically exchanged my commission to get the deal done. I'm trying to keep it in terms that I don't get in trouble for. I don't know who I would get in trouble from, but just stay with me here. So he has paid me back some of it. But yeah, I mean, that was almost a year ago. So, I really try to always do right by my client, do right by the deal, make the transaction go as smooth as possible, get it from point A to point B, get it to close. But I would say that was my biggest learning lesson in the 5 years I've been in real estate, is to definitely take a lot more precaution when it comes to helping clients financially. I think that I will be moving a lot slower towards jumping up to help. Now I trust this person. I trust that they'll pay back the full amount, and if they don't, that's on me. But it was a huge learning lesson. I think it was by far the biggest learning lesson in my career. Now it's not illegal what I did. I have the right to give someone money out of my pocket. It wasn't for the house. So, the lender doesn't care. They don't need to see anything on that. They just thought the payment needed to be made, and it was a large payment, and it was stopping us from closing. So with that being said, make sure from the very beginning, your lender makes it clear what you will need in order to close and fund on the loan for your new property, and that nothing pops up, 2, 3, 4 days, not even a week and a half before escrow closes, to where you could be in a position to possibly lose, the roof over your head. So a learning lesson for you, a learning lesson for me, and this has been Coffee with Holland. Call it a horror story of the day. Cheers.